started. In this video, I'll be covering the clicker's nest and the bloater that comes with it. This is actually part 2 of the descent. So first, we're going to go back into the room in which we fought the stalkers, which was around here.
What about that?
But with Lev's help, we'll be using that to get down into the nest proper. And there are no items, so... so at this point now, we're gonna be fighting like wall stalkers on a regular basis. So just get used to them, because they're gonna be around. So there will be clickers, stalkers, and I don't even think there are any runners in this place. It's all just mainly clickers and stalkers. And there's a shambler and a bloater. I think there's one shambler and there's a bloater at the bottom. But shambler is really like a third.
Is that a fire hose?
In my opinion, it's like it's a third phase.
Coming.
A third stage infected, if anything. It's like a stalker, which... To me, personally, it seems as if it was a stalker that was trying to change into a clicker, but took a path, and it got all bloated and whatnot, and turned into a shambler instead. You know, it got pustules, because it still has eyes, you know what I mean? Like, you could see its face is visible. They say it's an alternate fourth stage, but I believe that it's probably more likely to be an alternate third stage, not a fourth stage. Leading me to believe that a bloater could probably change into something altogether different. If you've seen clickers and you've seen bloaters, you could clearly see that they're very, very similar in the way they look. Now, when you look at a shambler and look at a stalker, you could see that they have the same skin color, and you can see that the patterns on where the cordyceps were growing are basically in the same spots. Clickers, though, are altogether completely different. They start growing armor and stuff like that. They're equivalent to clickers, except they're different. They don't one-shot you. They have a different tactic. They're slower. Bloaters, on the other hand, are like, you know, very dangerous, fast-moving, ferocious clickers. And they look like clickers, too. But shamblers, nope, they do not look like clickers. They look more like I said, stalkers than anything else. They really, I think they're wrong about that. Because, you know, like, how could they become a clicker and then turn into a bloater? It doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense for a stalker to turn into a bloater. I mean, for a stalker to turn into a shambler. Not a clicker turning into a shambler. Because a shambler is on the same... It's on the same, like, level as a clicker. So I think they got that mixed up. So I think it's a stalker that turns into a shambler. Bloaters are completely different. You could just tell by the amount. They don't look at anything like bloaters. Shamblers? They have area of effect attacks. And shamblers, just like stalkers, aren't blind. They could see you. Just look at the... And just like stalkers, they're not blind. And they also come in packs a lot of times. Pairs, I should say. But they have a lot more common with the stalker than they do with anything else. They don't use echolocation, so would they just lose the ability to use echolocation from a clicker? They just lost the ability to use it? I mean, it just doesn't seem like it's realistic to me. It's more realistic for a stalker to have turned into a shambler. It should be like this. Runner. Stalker. Then a stalker will either turn into clicker, and then it'll eventually turn into a bloater as a fourth stage. Or could be runner, stalker, and then eventually it'll inevitably either turn into, like I said, a clicker, or it could turn into a shambler, leading there to be a fourth unknown stage. What would be the fourth stage of it? What would be the next stage of a shambler? It would be a bloater type of shambler. Now, if you can come up with a good name, I'm all for it. Because they are certainly not fourth stage. No way. They have just as much health as a stalker. And with that, that's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna head down. Be careful. Come on. You got this.
But they keep saying that, like, Shambler is a third stage. It's definitely not a fourth stage. If it were a fourth stage, it would be a lot harder to take down. Just look at a Shambler, you know, take a look at it next time you see one. And you'll be like, yeah, you're right. It kind of does look like that stalker. Looks nothing like a bloater. Look at a bloater and you'll be like, oh shit, that looks like a big oversized clicker. If anything, they're variants to a clicker, not variants to that of a bloater. The skin coloring is also that of the stalker. That's another thing. Doesn't have the armor coating that would have grown when it becomes a clicker. So it's basically a clicker that became a bloater. But I wouldn't call it fourth stage. I don't think it's reached fourth stage yet, a bloater. Anyway, we're going into the nest. As you could see, a nest. This is gonna be nasty, so those of you afraid of the dark, well, you've been warned. This is gonna be a scary chapter. Drop down? Why, yes, we will drop down. Lev? Where are you, Lev? So this is the second nest in the game. Without counting ground zero. There are a few nests, 3 nests. Without counting ground zero, though, it would be 2 nests. One in the hotel. This is the one in the hotel. Clicker's nest. Which is a much bigger nest. Well, at least we have to deal with it anyway. They both happen on the second day. Isn't that ironic? Alright, so now we're gonna have to deal with these. And they may be alive. You just don't know. I'm gonna take a look at my scope here. To tell if they're alive, you usually can see that they're fresh. Because I'm not gonna take any chances, man. I also don't want to waste bullets either. That's another thing. Do you think that's alive? don't know. It looks fresh. Jesus. Could be alive. There's a good chance. It's not alive. Restart encounter. Oh my. Like I said, this entire thing is an encounter. This entire place is an encounter. And it's considered one of the boss encounters in the game. Or major encounters, I should say. No health packets, of course, because it's New Game Plus, so. You know, for those who are playing a regular game, not a New Game Plus, just be mindful that there is a flamethrower that you can pick up here. And I will show you where it's located. Just also be on the lookout for any kind of clickers or stalkers in the wall and whatnot. Whoa. What the fuck? Get out of the way, love. Sorry. If I die, then so be it. I die. I attempted to kill it, but it was not alive. They're generally more fresh looking than this. If they are alive. That's all I can say. You know, some of them don't have pants. If they're wearing pants, it's a dead giveaway, but not all of them wear pants. Alright, so the Black Ray Hotel contains what you gotta do. That we have to take out. I don't know if you want nest, but it's the second nest. The nest of the hotel. The hotel nest. And it's infested with infected. Now there is a stalker coming up. Just be aware. Whenever that happens, it's an indication that something's about to go awry. Be ready. That right there. See that? That's fresh. And it's alive. Very much so. But I don't think there's anything else up here, so why use silencer? Watch out, Lev. Dead. Just notice the difference.
Into the wall.
Notice the difference.
I hate demons. Tell me about it.
I call them demons too. See, the difference was that it was very fresh looking. They're the hardest ones to find. Because it's hard to tell the difference. I wouldn't waste a silencer on it. There's nothing else up here, I don't think. But I am playing a New Game Plus, so make sure we loot everything we can. I'm sure there's stuff to grab. Oh, look at that. Alcohol. This place is nasty, though. What? There's more enemies around, by the way. Much more. A lot more. You could hear her. She is not liking that. Okay. There's nothing else up here, I don't think. Let me get 2 more hits on this machete. It served its use. Alright, let's keep low. What? I hate this place. It's so fucking nasty, man. Instead of there being supplements, there should be resources. Oh, God. The boss encounter from hell. This is nasty. Turn off burst for now. You don't need it. Nasty, nasty, nasty. That's when I keep my ears open. Alright, this is where it gets a little weird because there's a stalker somewhere up here. I don't know where it comes from though. If there were a possible way for me to get rid of it ahead of time, that would be fucking great. But I don't see anything over here indicating that there's a stalker. But one does come from up here. My last playthrough I saw it. But this is the way down. Hold on. There's so many spores you can't fucking see dick. Can you? I can't see shit. Let me go to myself. Let me go to options and see display. Let's see if that makes a difference. A little bit, I guess. I still prefer to play with the defaults though. Alright, what is that?
How many more floors down do you think we have to go? I don't know. It's a big building.
Is that thing alive? How the fuck would I know? Did we just take a chance on it? I don't want to take a chance on it though. Doesn't look like it's alive. but I don't really see a choice here. We have to get rid of a goddamn clicker, and those things are not fun. It could be alive. This whole thing is considered an encounter, and if we make any noise... What do my resources look like? We have 3 canisters, alright. Let's give it a shot. Not alive. Alright, but it's gonna take more than just one hit to kill this thing. Binding. If we're not quiet with it, we could fuck ourselves. So we gotta be quiet. Let's go prone. Remember, if they hear the slightest sound, they're gonna get set off. That's alive. I know it is. I need a C though. Where's the head? Alright. We still got something to deal with though. Time for the shotgun. You ready? Come on out. Good day, sir. You piece of shit.
Well, I am so glad we took this shortcut.
Even though we're stuck with all these demons?
Sarcasm.
That's the joke.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, at least we did this without taking much damage, so that's good. Clicker is gone. Okay. Only 5 bullets on here. Let's take that off. Take a machine gun this thing. It's a pretty good weapon actually, all in all. But we're gonna need to go with something a bit more silent now because the next floor will have 2 clickers. There's explosives over there. And I'd like to get them. Damn, that was close. I almost fucking fell. Yep, that thing got killed by Lev, I'm pretty sure. See, I don't know where that other one's coming from, though. There was another one, but I don't know where he's come from. What's all that? We got explosives, right? Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and... Alright, we're done over here, so let's keep moving. You'd normally find the flamethrower somewhere around here. I think it's over in this little alcove over here. But again, it's a new game plus, so for me, I've already got it. Oh, look what we got here. Goodbye, fuckface. Noise is of no concern. We're protected. And again, I believe this is all one giant encounter. Yep. There's checkpoints though. And there's some alcohol in here. They say look out for pants, but not all of them have pants, so. Yuck. But that's exactly where you'd find the flamethrower. Right there. Though it's not here right now, but we're gonna probably need it. Since we're in our fucking nest, it makes sense to utilize the element of fire. I'd say it's worth it, coming in here for the fire. Well, for the alcohol. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, more stuff. It's all down below, though. And that's not the way. The way we have to take is this way. There's gonna be a shambler coming up, too. But first we have to deal with 2 clickers. Ugh, 2 clickers. So if you have shivs, you would be in good shape, but do you really want to waste those shivs? Where are they? They're over there. You know, we need light. They can't see though anyway. They have to use echolocation. They're over there anyway. Lock and reload. I could even hear I hear a shambler actually. Could hear one. Because it's like right down there. nests, bro. She didn't have any nests in the first game. It's not alive. I can almost guarantee it's not alive. You think that thing's alive? Bet you it's not. I'm willing to risk it. I'll take the risk. It would have to be fresher if it was to be alive. A good way to find out too would be to just see? You don't have to waste the bullet. That thing's not alive. Certainly not. I think its face just fell off. Yeah, I cut its face off. Huh. Oh well. Look at all the bugs. You see that? Do you see that? That was weird, son. Yuck. Look at that. I think it's spores. Yeah. Spores. I wouldn't be surprised if there were bugs, though. Alright, those clickers are over there. Let's get over there, like, without making too much noise. You know, it's gonna take a couple of headshots, but this, I don't recommend it. I think our best bet's flamethrower, maybe. Because one headshot with the silence is not gonna do it. I know. It won't. Shh, let's be quiet. Alright, we gotta get the other one now. Waste the shiv? Or should we make some noise? I say we make some noise. We don't have any blades right now. There we go.
A dragon weapon. It's impressive.
Yeah, it is.
The dragon weapon. Oh, that? Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
I only decided I'd do that because we got fuel. No need to waste a shiv on it if you got fuel. What else is around? And beautiful blade. Oh, beautiful blade. Nothing's roasted to a crisp. And that's another stalker, but this is predominantly a clicker's nest. We're gonna see a shambler not too far from here. The next step down. See, 25 minutes ago, this whole thing is considered one encounter. That's what makes it particularly nasty. We were here, weren't we? Yeah, I cut its head off. Now, I guess it's where this shambler is located that makes it so difficult to deal with. It's located in a really fucked up spot. That makes it hard to keep your distance, I guess. That's what's annoying about it. Alright, did we get everything we needed up here? Yeah, we're good. Shambler, dead ahead. You'll see. It's like right across the bridge. There it is. Now, shamblers can see you, by the way. What would work? My personal opinion, the hunting rifle. You want to keep distance from this douchebag. Need something that'll pack power. See? Gotta keep your distance. What the fuck is that? My phone? Sorry about that. My phone. Yeah. Your best bet, 2 shots with the hunting pistol on that thing, or else you're gonna get fucking acidic burns from its gas. Its mist, whatever. Since it's the furthest range weapon we got. I recommend holding on to these pipe bombs till later. And flamethrowers, same thing. Because you're gonna have to deal with bloaters and shit like that later on. So I would hold off on making anything substantial at this point. There's gonna be a big ass bloater or a bunch of wall stalkers and 3 clickers at the bottom. Is that, please tell me it's a lead pipe. Oh, it is a lead pipe. Very good. It's one of the best weapons you could possibly find. When a blade is attached to it, it makes it one of the best weapons in the game. If it's a strike or not, it's like almost always an instant kill. That's worth crafting, my friend. Definitely. Don't take my word for it. Do what you feel like doing, but I'm just saying it's really good. Now, does that look like a bloater to you? Doesn't look like a bloater to me. Looks like a puffed up version of a fucking stalker, though. That's what it looks like. If a stalker were to evolve into something other than a clicker, it would definitely seem to turn into something like that. Just by the skin coloration as well. So not to miss anything, though. Let's make our way across. What's over here? We can use these for now. But wait, which way do we come from? That way? Because we're gonna press forward. Which also technically means we're gonna press downward. That's a really good weapon that we got our hands on. The lead pipe with the binding on it. The bladed pipe. A bladed pipe. It's one of the most powerful, regardless if you get a strike or not. It's really useful. I think we have to go this way to get further down, though. Okay. Alrighty. We're getting there. Ready to drop. We gotta jump. There's another one that's alive.
All right.
We're doing well.
I hate this building. Keep going down. We're almost at the street.
Yeah. It's not that simple, though. I wish it were. What else? Stuff all around us. I think there's explosives over there. And a dead end, what is it? Alright, that's nasty though. Well, looks like I'll be making something. Wow, okay. They give us so much alcohol, but what are we gonna do with all this alcohol? We could make an incendiary round, but it would use up an explosive too at the same time. But it's almost a full, you know, 3/4 of alcohol. That's a lot of alcohol, man. I'd be a fool to leave it behind. I don't have much of a choice. I would have to actually shoot 3 bullets. 2 bullets, I mean. Right? In order to make this. It's not the smartest thing in the world to do. Just leave it. Leave it behind, I guess. I wish there was something else. Something more useful. There's so much alcohol. Like I said, alcohol and rags. So easy to find. They're so generous with that. Thus, for Ellie, it makes it really easy for her to just make Molotovs. The only thing she really needs explosives for are the trap mines and explosive arrows. I just feel like playing with Abby, you have to rely more on skill and brute force. But at the same time, Abby is more durable. I'll give her that. Alright, let's make a cross. What do we got here? See, when Ellie was going through the stalker nest that she was fighting in, she didn't really have to go into the nest. She just had to go through it. She didn't actually have to descend inside it. She just had to pass through it real quick. You know? But Abby actually has to descend deep, deep into the nest. Therefore, it's, you know, a lot more tricky for her. Watch it be empty. Oh, wow, thanks for nothing. Alright, we gotta go down then. But always keep your enhanced listen mode for scavenging. It saves you a lot of time. And can you really afford to be missing resources? I mean... And there's gonna be stuff down here too. Oh god. This place is nasty. I was told that the cordyceps nests are actually made from human flesh. Like, in other words, when they die, they find a corner to die in, and thus this is what's created. A mixture of flesh and cordyceps. You know, mushrooms. It's a mixture of mushroom and human flesh. Horrible, right? To think that's actually human flesh. And that's why you see a lot of wall stalkers that are already dead. Because they're rotting. But not all of them are dead. They aren't always dead. Alright. I don't think that's the final floor. Let's jump on that mattress. So, like, what I mean is, like, this stuff. It's flesh. And cordyceps. It's a mixture of human flesh and cordyceps. Cordyceps mushrooms. It's like, in other words, it's fungus and human flesh. Cordyceps fungus and human flesh. Because when the host is getting ready to die, they find a corner, usually to die in. And then they go there and they die. And they create this, what we're looking at, so that they can spread their spores all over the place. Which is the final stage, is the 5th stage. nothing, right? I wouldn't be surprised. The new game plus, so I wouldn't be surprised to find hardly anything this time around. But I'm gonna loot whatever I can, I'll tell you that right now. Ooh. What we got there? It looks alive to me. So you don't know for sure though. Could be alive though. It's a possibility.
Is it true that Isaac took down the old guard?
Fedra, yeah.
I hear he tortures people.
Let's not talk about this now.
It's not alive.
Have you ever tortured people?
Let's all get them getting out of here.
Okay, but I couldn't take the chance. I've been doing so good here so far. I like to knock the shit out of these things. Oh yeah. That doesn't got a face anymore. But see, you could see how they rot into the fucking walls. Like that. It's very creative, in other words. I don't like it, like, I mean, I wouldn't wish that on somebody, I'm just saying it's very creative. They're very realistic. More alcohol. It's fucking ridiculous, man. I don't need alcohol. I need explosives. There's a canister over here too.
Okay, progress. Live, you doing all right?
It's over there.
Are you?
If I'm being honest, not my best day.
We do not need a canister either. Then what could that possibly be down there? It's just gonna be a drawer with nothing in it. We're getting close to the real toughy. See, canister full. Get ready. Big fight coming up. Biggest fight. They'd probably be better off. Let's see. Nah, they can't get that. They can't make that. They'd die. Just from impact alone. From the water. The impact would break every bone in their body. But this isn't that much better, I'll tell ya. This is a pretty nasty route as well. Alright. Switch weapons. We're gonna need a flamethrower. We need fire. That's the thing. Fire is gonna be key here. It's also got wider wider hitbox. A wider area of effect, obviously. Since it sets ablaze its incineration. What was that? I hear it, but I don't see it. Okay. Getting close now. Real close. It's the grand finale of this nest. The Clicker's nest. They're still pretty fucking high up, but could they make this? Let's see. If I were in their shoes. Personally, they're still way too fucking high up. Look. But they could probably make... No, I don't know. It's an illusion. They're still really high. But if I were them, I'd try to makeshift like a rope or something to get the fuck down. There's one curtain, another curtain. They could maybe make that. See? I'd try to do whatever I can to get out of fucking this place. What would happen if I jumped out? I never seen the death. Death scenes are great. But how high do you think that is? It won't let me. But they really are high up. Like really high up. Damn. It's just that like during the fight, I'm not gonna have time to be making ammunition. I think it just allow me to top me off, like, you know. This place is great though for materials. No lie. Okay. Get ready for the fun, because it's all about to begin. The bloater. Second bloater. Yeah, it's technically optional, but good luck trying to avoid it. Unless you get your fucking jaw ripped. And you get your jaw ripped apart. 'Cause that's how they kill you. Alright, so this is going to be a really hard encounter. If not, one of the hardest encounters in the game. May even be harder than the Rat King. But it's not that hard. It's just the way you go about it. The Rat King's not that hard either. It just all depends on how you go about it. So when we drop down, we're going to need to use pipe bombs. Just make sure you're able to make more. And don't waste all of your pipe bombs. Because you don't have to fight everything here. Just, you might want to take out the bloater. And those clickers. You don't have to fight every single stalker. Try to take out as many things as possible from a distance right now. Once we get down there, we're getting real close, so. Yep. I wouldn't get overly worried about it. See, fire. Why do you think they're giving this a fire? There's a reason for everything. It's just fucking... Okay, there's blood. Binding. Alright, so we have enough fuel. Let's load up. Plenty of fuel to deal with, you know, such monstrosities. Fire will be our best friend. No need to use a silencer, we won't need it. Or will we? Yeah, I'm gonna start off with a pipe bomb. Alright, once we go through this doorway, this is the point of no return. And it also indicates the biggest fight we've had so far in this hotel. This is like the big fight. The ultimate goal is to get to the next door, but it's a door just like this one. You have to hinge it open, which takes a little time. See? And noise at that.
Holy shit. There are too many demons. Just keep looking for a way out of here.
Goodbye. Alright, and that
We
is
did
how
it.
you do it.
We killed that big demon.
Yeah, we did. Come on.
Alright, so that's it. You just gotta make sure you take those things out. That's the primary objective here. Once you do that, then it's up to you whether or not you want to take out the rest of the infected, which are like stalkers and shit. I mean, I'm gonna do it. That's just me. And I know where they are too, so. Because there's stuff looted all around, and since there's a stalker like right there. Yuck. Wait, where did it go? There it is. I can't. Alright, there we go. They're still around, so don't think you're safe. That's why I say the best way to go about that battle is just to go to town. Throw as many pipe bombs and use fire. Because each room is littered with, like, different stalkers. No room is safe. There's more stalkers around. See? You could restart the encounter, but I'm not gonna do that. But there's another one, I think, somewhere around. It's possible I could have killed it. I don't know. Look at that. That's real. But where's the head? Where's the head?
Are you bitten back there? No. Were you?
That's all of them, I think.
Your nose sounds like a maybe.
I'm clean. I promise. It's just a lot.
I ate it good.
Oh, yeah. Now we need alcohol. Still gotta say, though, pretty impressive. You could also use anything we could find, because the next area coming up is also no pushover. But this has been a clicker's nest. It's a nasty place. Tons of clickers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there are like 5 of them. 5 clickers. Something like that. And I'm gonna make sure I loot everything I can in this place. You'll get supplies at the hospital too, but the extra supplies does not hurt. Beautiful. There's still more. Yay, we got blades and an empty drawer. So like I said, all the rooms have stalkers in them, so there's really no point. You might as well just take care of what you gotta take care of. Just face it head on. I think they expect you to use a flamethrower. But if I'm being honest, incendiary shells do more damage. Since they actually do the heavy damage along with incineration. Oh boy. This is like a bloodbath right here. Well, we use those pipe bombs to good effect, I have to say. Let's see if we get out of here now. You did a good job. See? Means no enemies. Restart checkpoint. You did good. You could use a flamethrower, but expect to, you know, deal with a little bit more problems. The wall stalkers, these things won't activate until you actually go into the rooms. But this whole hallway is littered with clickers and one bloater, which is basically a giant, oversized clicker. And it's gonna be pretty hard to take any sort of shortcut around this situation. I mean, sure, you can try to avoid the bloater, but I really don't see the point. You're gonna have to pry this open. I mean, pry it open like that. 2, 3, 4. Look how much. See how much? See how long that takes? It's gonna take a long time.
Let's go.
You're just better off fighting, in my opinion.
Agreed.
This is a good item too, by the way. But I already have this, so yeah. There's a unique animation that you can get with this. But I'm not gonna use it. Hammers are better. I'm gonna be honest. And with that, we are now finally out of the woods. For a little while, anyway. That's how you do it without getting touched. I don't think there's anything else really. Except there is some stuff over there. Ooh, ammunition. Could totally use that. And with that, we leaving. Where the fuck is the... Didn't he come from there? I think it's this way. Yep. And with that, we are now out of the clicker's nest.
You can take your mask off.
Thanks for watching, guys. This has been the Clicker's Nest major encounter alongside the bloater, and the best way to go about it without getting hurt. And yeah, so do hope that this was helpful. Like I said, you might not have that many pipe bombs like I do. I'm in New Game Plus, but you could still do quite a bit of damage with 3 pipe bombs, and then you could just craft more. My biggest point of advice or tip would be save as much resources as possible for pipe bombs so that you can craft them, use them, you know, utilize them. But also note that you're gonna need, you know, quite a good amount of them as well in the next fight coming up. So, but just in general, make use of fire as well, because that's really useful. Well, in my next video, guys, I will be covering the Rat King and Ground Zero. Till then, this has been SteelyBoy89 with The Last of Us Part 2, The Clicker's Nest, a part of the Descent, and this has been one of the major encounters in the game. Join me next time as we go to Ground Zero to face off with the most horrific of the infected. Till then, guys, as always, keep it gaming and keep it safe. And of course, as always, thanks for watching. Till next time, guys. Okay.